Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, Childhood Finds. We are doing the weekly What Sold video again. It comes by so quickly, and it's going to be for April 14th through the 20th. I still absolutely do not have enough sales to split the sales videos into two. So we're still doing a single What Sold video because, my sales have kind of plummeted since I had to leave for a week. They have just plummeted. I'm still making enough, but I am also spending a lot on inventory. So it's not counteracting as much as I would like it to, but I listed a whole bunch this week. So this week I did list 110 new listings. That is across Facebook Marketplace, my eBay, and a few on the eBay for my mom for my dad's estate. And that totaled out to about $3,471 of total listed value. So listed value, of course, is kind of it doesn't tell you the whole story because I do take offers. I send out offers and I do discounts, etc. But it's a good indicator. It's what I use to go by to keep me motivated. And I like to list $3,000 worth a week because I do know I take offers. But my sales, I had, looks like 57 total sales. And 50 of those were on eBay. One was on Poshmark. 4 were on Depop and 2 were local on Facebook Marketplace. And my total sales gross on eBay was $1,800, which has gone down again from last week. So I'm hoping if I just keep listing that it'll get better, because if it keeps going down, I'm going to be in trouble because I'm trying to save money to go back to Missouri again. And that can't happen like this. But besides that, I am just trucking along. I still have some decent sales to share with you today, so we'll go ahead and just get started on those. Let me know your favorite thing. If you are a reseller, what's your favorite thing you sold this week? And as always, it can be anything. It doesn't need to be the most valuable. Just share with me what your favorite thing is that you have sold. So let's get started on the sales I have to share with you. We're starting with a Stephen Smith Grateful Dead Dancing Bear plush backpack. Read, because this was not in perfect condition by any means, but it is a pretty uncommon item to find, and it's very desirable. And it did sell for $114.95, so it did sell for full asking price, which was great. And I have $15 into this. This was from my Department 56 buy. It's a Department 56 Elf Mountain Ski Resort, North Pole Series Village, and it did sell for a best offer of $59. Again, it's one of my big ones. I'd say I should look how much I have left of it, but I went from about 5 totes to about a tote and a half to 2 totes. So it's nice to see it go. I'm sad to see it go because it was so good to me. This is Busilla, A Time for Joy jeweled panel wall hanging. And I got this at a local thrift store, and it sold for a best offer of $18. I think I paid up. I think I paid $4 at the thrift store, but it actually sold within a couple of weeks. So I'm not unhappy with that by any means. Then this is Halloween Village Department 56 Brouhaha. And I hate when I do that. I said with original box works great. So I can tell I did sell similar, because usually I get rid of the great part and I just put works. But yeah, you get all of it. It did work great though. So it went for a best offer of $16. This I've had listed for quite a while, but I only paid $1 for this at a yard sale. You know me and plush. I don't mind if it takes some time. This is an Animal Alley horse pony plush brown 19-inch Toys R Us. It's from 2000, and it sold for best offer of $20, and the buyer already left really nice feedback. This one was pretty surprising. It's an F1 racing champion, Juan Manuel Fangio, signed 1991 Automotive Museum, and now it's at, was he an Argentinian racer? Was that? I think so. I'm probably messing that up. I researched it, and it's very interesting. So it's a signed piece by him. And why it was cool is, so it's this museum, and you can tell that he had started to sign it on the front, but realized it didn't look so good on the front and didn't hold very well there. And then actually signed again on the inside. So I just thought that was an interesting little bit. And it did sell for, it was on a sale and it sold for right around $112. This I got from the Goodwill for $4.99. It's the New Avengers 77 Season 2 DVD and it's 4-disc box set. This was a very desirable one. I also got the 76 one as well that has already sold, and then this one sold for the $49.45. And this one is a floral design enamel frame square. It's just a little 3x3 frame, and it sold for a best offer of $13. That's why I pick up these little frames. If I can get them for 50 cents, a dollar, they do take time to sell. They are slow sellers, guys, so just don't be surprised if they take a little while. This I've had listed for quite a while. I picked up, I think it was 5 of these at a yard sale, and they are Starbucks Reserve Set 3 ceramic demi espresso cup, white, black, gold. And it sold for best offer of 40 because, again, I had it listed for a long time, and these were actually never released to the public. So the market for them is small. So I was happy to take a $40 offer. I think I might have 1 or 2 of them left. This is a Stanley Bailey number 5 plain woodworking planer, read as is. And I probably could have got a little more for this. Planers are definitely things to look out for. I probably could have got up to 50 for it, but it sold for $39.95 and it sold quickly, but not super quickly. So it didn't sell within 5 minutes. So I know at least I didn't super underprice it, but definitely probably could have got a little more for this piece. That I got from my source and it sold quick. Here's another Grateful Dead bear, and this is Teddy Bear Jazz 11-inch extra cuddly with tag, and this sold for a best offer of $46. I don't know how many I have left of them. I think it's less than 30 now of the 125 I originally got. This is a Holy Smoke, What's Cooking at St. Gall's Gardnerville, Nevada Recipes Cookbook. And this sold for $11.96. And I'm almost positive this is the church sale that I'm going to be going to this Friday that I really like, the rummage sale. I'm pretty sure. And this actually did go to Gardnerville, so that did make me smile. Gardnerville is probably about 20 to 25 minutes from me, so it's very close. This is The Life of Our Lord by Charles Dickens, printed the San Francisco News vintage. And this sold for $28.95, nothing super special, but sold actually quite quickly. And this lot and the next lot went to the same buyer. You've seen these before if you've watched my channel. This is the Budweiser King of Beers bandana, lot of 4, so 4 of these and 4 more of these went to the same buyer. I combined shipping and then they paid $20 for both sets. I paid basically nothing for these. I got a hefty stack of them, and I probably have less than $1 into this lot. So I am not unhappy with $20 for this lot. Even though it was a significant discount from my original price, I am very happy with that. These, they didn't sell for a ton, but the return on investment's real good on these, and they're very easy. This guy sold in less than a day. It's a 2001 SpongeBob SquarePants Smack and Yak talking plush. This guy is going to give some post office people little heart attacks. No matter how I packed him, if the box moved just right, he would yell and do his SpongeBob thing. So he's going to give someone a heart attack. I tried to pat him. I tried, but if you slap him, he makes noises. I did my best. Someone's going to get scared, but it sold for $14.95. This I got from my source, and it sold, I'd say, about a month or so. And it's Bagolini Weekender Travel Tote Bag. Carry-on giraffe, black, gray stripes inside. And it sold for $28.95. Here is, if you guys remember, I bought this whole Kirk Stife set that has just been so good to me because I paid $15 for the set. And I have made hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds on that set. And this is Kirk Stife Williamsburg Royal Shell. This is just 2 teaspoons, that sold for nearly $40. So $20 a teaspoon. And then here is a lot that I just picked up on Facebook Marketplace. And it was a nice set. The dinner forks were the absolute winners of the set, though. The others were decent. And this is Oneida Community Patrick Henry 7.25-inch stainless dinner forks. And it sold within a day for $54.95. And I had 15 dinner forks in that set that I bought. So I paid $40 for the lot on Marketplace. This is the Key to Metal Bumping Frank T. Sargent Martin Tools 3rd edition. This sold for $13.50, and I got this from my source. It sold within a couple days on a best offer. So this is why I love brass, but also tell you that you have to be prepared for it not to be super valuable, and sometimes it takes a while to sell. This is both of those things. This is a brass unicorn figurine mythical fantasy horse rearing up vintage decor. And this did sell for $11.96. This has been listed for a while. I think I paid $1 or $2 for it at an estate sale. But unicorns are just not real desirable. You would think they would be, but most of my unicorn stuff, whether it be plush, loveys, any sort of figurines, they struggle most of the time with unicorns. So not the best pickup, but again, I like brass, so. Here are some more forks that went out, and the pattern here is plantation. I actually got this lot off of Facebook Marketplace probably, I don't know, it's probably been 3-4 plus months ago, and it sold for a best offer of $42. And then this I just got in an estate sale. This is Oneida Stafford set of 3 teaspoons. So this set and this set both went to the same buyer. I paid $35 for the whole lot that I got at the estate sale, which was almost a place setting for 12 minus 3 teaspoons, I believe, and maybe 1 salad fork. And so both of these have already paid for my lot, which is great. And this is Aviqua Ultra Premium Anti-Wrinkle Complex, sealed with box. And this sold for $17.95, and I sold 3 of them to the same exact buyer. And so I believe it was right around $54 for all 3 of them, which was great. We are going to have a short what sold video, guys. And this is Funko Pop Vinyl Doctor Who Canine. And it did have box damage. My friend gave me this item, so I am very appreciative that this is all profit. It did sell for $20.76. And then I just have one more here. And this is the pattern I've talked about before, is Royal Albert Old Country Roses dinner plates. And this sold for $50 on Poshmark. And I have a few Depop sales, but I didn't put them up because what I've discovered what's happening with Depop is why I can't pull up the solds easily to show you is when I am ending them on cross-listing, even though the solds are still showing and I click, mark as sold or in the listings, etc. on my cross-listing, it will get rid of it. And so it'll just get rid of it. So I can still see it's sold, but I can't pull up the original page with the item. So I didn't feel like fighting with that. So I did sell 4 items on Depop. Most of them, one was a Grateful Dead bear for $15. I sold a couple more Budweiser bandanas. It was not a lot of money, probably less than $40 altogether. And then I have a couple Facebook Marketplace sales, but nothing super duper exciting. Some more DVDs and a skateboard that I sold. So guys, not a ton this week, but I am still listing like a busy bee. So hopefully that will help and add up for the future. But until next time, guys, hopefully we have a better what sold video next week. So I will see you then.